right, everybody. Today I'm doing a little ride along with Steve from Crossthread Garage and Salvage, and we are on our way to South Carolina to pick up some kind of car. Steve, tell me what we're doing.
Well, at the moment, I'm regretting most of the decisions that have brought me to this point in life, but
yeah,
I'm just trying to keep it between the fence posts, you know. It's Friday afternoon. We're headed down to somewhere south of Charleston, no, somewhere south of Greenville, South Carolina, to pick up a hot rod power tour vehicle for this summer. We've got big plans for a family vacation following Route 66 on hot rod power tour, and then we're going to go on from there to the Rockies and probably Mount Rushmore, South Dakota, Black Hills area back home. And been looking for the perfect family road trip vehicle, and one popped up on Marketplace, and I said, gotta have it. So I sent the man that I'd never met before and only talked to by text message $500 and said, please hold it for me. So we're about to spend 10 hours in the car and find out whether or not that was a terrible decision or not. Chances are it was.
Guys, I got a bad feeling about this. I really do. But anyhow, we're on our way. Alright guys, this is when we question why we're car guys. You guys have probably all done this. We've been driving most of the day in the rain. We're about, what, 100 miles from where we're going to stay tonight.
73 miles.
73 miles away. We got a room for the night, and we're going to go and look at this car in the morning. It's a 1968 on Facebook that a guy says, oh, it's in good shape. So I guess we'll see when we get there. But you're pretty tired?
Plumb worn out. Worked all day, drove all night. I don't know. It's not that late, I guess, but
It's not that late, but not the best traveling conditions. Been raining most of the way, but I don't know. This is how sometimes you drive this far to look at something and it's a bust, or sometimes you find that diamond in the rough and you hit it out of the park.
well, I can tell you right now, coming home with something. If this guy lied to me about what it is and it doesn't pan out, I'm either gonna make him a lowball offer and bring it home anyways just because I need something, or we're gonna sit for an hour in a parking lot and scour Marketplace and see what else we can find between Ivy, South Carolina, and Mineral Wells, West Virginia.
There you go. You heard it here first, guys.
We'll see.
All right, man, here we are. We're fixing to...
Look at these two cats.
I see that.
You know, I came in last night and underneath that car, doesn't it look like there was a couple of cat carriers underneath that car?
It does look like that.
I think somebody left their pet cats out and they got out.
Huh. So here we are, we're leaving. We stayed here at the Hampton last night in Anderson, South Carolina. So the bad news is it looks like it's going to rain all day, and the good news is it looks like it's going to rain all day. So it looks like we're going to travel on it the whole way home, don't it, Steve?
This is why you got to be careful about praying for rain.
Yeah.
Elijah, the Bible says, was a man just like us. He prayed for rain. It rained for 3 years. I don't know who was praying for rain yesterday, but you ought to stop.
Just quit it already. Don't look like nobody stole the truck. So we're fixing to get disappointed or fixing to load up a vehicle. We'll see here in a little bit. All right, here we are, closing in. We're almost here.
I believe we're looking at the house here.
I don't know where we are, but we're here.
Phil got a few things, doesn't he?
This is it. I see it.
There,
I see
a
it.
wagon.
I see it back there.
Park on the side of the road.
Give it 2 pumps and it'll crank right up.
What's wrong about that?
My golly. That right there's finer snuff and better than taters. First drive on the Power Tour.
First drive here. I don't know. It's nice, but it's not nice. You know what I mean? Like
It has a lot of patina.
it's got a lot of potential.
We want to check that frame where you said was looked like asphalt.
Yeah, I wanted to kind of get out of his driveway here.
Yeah, that might be a lot of rust cover upper.
I don't think it is rust cover upper. I think it really is asphalt. There's stones in it. There's rock in it.
Well, that's okay. As long as the frame's solid.
We'll go up here to one of the Baptist churches on the corner and take a look at the parking lot. The fellow was okay with us filming, but didn't really want to be on camera, so. It sure started nice.
It sure did. Hey, I noticed when you was under that thing, I'm not being a pervert, did you used to be a plumber?
Did you get a shot of my butt crack?
It sure looked like a plumber butt crack to me.
This guy kept saying, well, you know, with those drum brakes, I gotta be honest with you, I felt better with drum brakes. I don't think this is the drum brake problem. I think it's just a
Brake problem?
brake problem.
Well, don't go too fast.
Turn the corner here.
Looks like we're carrying a good oil pressure. Everything seem tight?
Nope.
No? Does it seem like 68?
Seems just about right. though.
Okay. I'm not myself. I'm not really used to driving stuff that's new. You know, 68 is pretty new.
Boy, she just floats.
Now, where's the screen with the backup camera and stuff? I don't.
I don't know. I think he said there was a button you can hit to pop the back.
Yeah.
though.
Must not have got that option.
dare turn it off, Marty?
I don't know.
I guess we ought to know if it'll start again.
We got his number. It's not too bad. He's right. The door is really...
So, Nomad Custom 4-door. Might have been repainted at some point in its life. Original 327 car. I'll tell you what, 68 front end of these is just about as good a looking car as I've ever seen.
I'm really digging that luggage rack.
Yeah, that's one of the slickest.
I'm really digging on the luggage rack.
Got a 10-bolt rear end in it.
That we don't know what gear ratio is.
No idea.
There's the power window.
Power. See if I can find the latch here. Tailgate opens strong.
There's the trim for the window.
Spare tire's got a little bit of daylight in the bottom. Trim for the front window, the ashtray, the original condenser. A little bit of rust up front there.
But she don't look too bad.
But otherwise, I mean, that's pretty solid.
She
I'd
don't
say
look
that's
too bad.
drivably solid. What I was looking for when he first opened the gate up there was this right here. Seeing how bad these corners are.
Yep.
And they're pretty solid. It's had a little bit of rust repair right here. Doesn't look like they did the door gap
No.
any favors.
Which I don't know if that would have been rust or maybe they hit it with something up that high.
It's weird.
It's weird.
Probably rust because they looks like they just riveted it together.
Yep.
Down there, threw some mud on it. We'll probably find out that's a bad spot later on.
Where's this sticker from? I just noticed.
Why you put primer all over window trim like that? Tell you what, the more you look at it, kind of the worse it gets, but it's also
Wow. What's this
wrong with
say?
this trim.
Green. Where's this? South Carolina.
Greenville, South Carolina. Rex Osteen's.
So
I'd say she's been a South Carolina.
that'd be good for all us Rust Belt guys.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because up there in Ohio, they lay the salt to them roads, and we don't.
I like the rally wheels, although it's really high. Really high. I think this thing's gonna need a full QA1 suspension.
It's a pretty cool old wagon, Steve.
Only real rot we're seeing is right here in this door.
Yep.
That door skin, I think, could be fixed. Floors have been replaced up front. They did it really poorly.
They didn't do it right.
So we'll be cutting that out.
AMD, you can get new
Finding
floor
the right,
pans
the
for
right
it.
Floor pan for it, that's for sure. But the way it runs and drives, I might just start driving it to work until we start working on it.
It's not a bad looking old car.
Got a, what did he call it, a 880 block? Let's pop the hood here. Got an older small block 350. Find the trigger. I don't know what I'm doing.
There it is. It does sound pretty good. It looks like like he's put a new carburetor on it. It looks like new, possibly even new distributor and wires, or at least cap and wires at the very least. But
Got the old Edelbrock dress-up kit on it.
and I didn't see an excessive amount of smoke or anything when it started.
Nope, I don't smell anything funny. Got the Edelbrock intake and the looks like a Summit special on the carb. He did say he had a Summit cart built for it. It's an original AC car.
Yep.
And the condenser's in the back. It looks like he does have a turbo 350 trans in it.
Which you're probably gonna, if you're using it on the power tour, you're probably gonna want to put the AC on it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll end up with probably a vintage air setup or something.
And it's got the Go Fast chrome air cleaner on there. It's always a plus.
I think we're gonna have to take it home.
What do you think?
Is it as good as you thought, Marty?
Put it on the trailer.
I mean, it looks good in the parking lot of the Baptist church here, but most anything looks good in the parking lot of the Baptist church.
I wouldn't park it at a Catholic church, but it works here. Not bad. That'll make a nice family truckster. A nice family truckster to go on the hot rod power tour with. I think I got him pretty close. Maybe get that way just a little bit. Straighten the wheels. Is that about where you want to carry it?
Probably further forward than back. We let that jack down, I think we'll see how it's sitting.
That's about as far forward as we can come anyway.
Oh yeah, that should ride nice. Alright, so we came by here last night. From the other direction you couldn't see the leaf on that peach.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you right now, you come by there at night without seeing that leaf on that peach.
It looks like a big butt.
Looks like the south end of a northbound Walmart shopper.
It does. In fact,
Leaning on their car.
that is a fact.
Thanks. What a... I thought we were in the land of purples when we came up on... Hey, look at that thing in the mirror. Look at that.
Yeah. Still back there.
That is a dark... That's an unfortunate place to put the dark shading on that peach crack.
It is. It is.
I think
Definitely.
that's what was really messing with us.
Yeah. We both looked at each other last night. We seen that and it's like, is that a butt? All right, guys, here we are. We made it back. We made it back with this thing.
Almost all of it came home with us.
Almost all of it, and I'm over here with Steve I'm at Crossthread Garage and Salvage. So this is my first collaboration with somebody. So Steve, now that we got this thing back, why don't you tell us what you're going to do to it and what you're going to do with it?
All right, so here's the plan. I think we already mentioned in the car the other day, the goal is to drive this thing this summer. So we've got Hot Rod Power Tour coming up in June.
I already got my long hauler pass purchased for that. And then we're going to go on from Tulsa, where it ends, to Colorado to see friends and family where we used to live. Going to try and get up Pikes Peak. That's kind of an iffy one. And then from there, we're going to go up to the Badlands and see Mount Rushmore, Badlands National Park, see if we can find Wall Drug and, you know, the other touristy things. Maybe do a little Corn Palace stop somewhere in South Dakota if you've ever been up that way.
And you're taking the whole family with you?
Yeah, take the whole family. We're going to do a family vacation in a wagon. Now, my wife and I have been talking about doing an out west road trip for 3 or 4 years since we moved out here. And we've kind of decided that it was either this summer or next summer, because Caitlin will be presumably going off to school when she's done with high school. She'll be going off somewhere else, and so it's either this summer or next summer. And with the power tour going all the way to Tulsa, we figured it was the time to start looking. So to do all that.
No, wait. Let me say, guys, before this, I know Steve's wife Joy pretty well, and not just any wife would be real excited about getting in this thing and going cross country.
I wish I could tell you that mine's real excited about it.
Not so much.
Well, she looked at it the other day. That's all I can say.
Okay.
No, she's excited about what the trip will represent. She actually is excited about doing the power tour and stuff. And Gracie suggested to me the other night while this was still sitting on the trailer before we got it out in the middle of Sunday's snowstorm. She's like, well, maybe this could be my car. And I said, Grace, you don't want a wagon. I mean, I think it's cool that she's thinking in terms of what her next her project's going to be, but she doesn't want a wagon. The truth of the matter is, I love wagons. I've been looking for a wagon for a long time. Never thought it was going to happen, but this one was the right one, the right time. And actually, this one is a little bit more special than we thought the other day.
Yeah.
I haven't told you this yet, but this is, I'm about to pull my Chevrolet Corvette owner manual out.
Oh boy.
And tell you what every Corvette owner tells you. This is a 1 year only special edition. I don't know if it's a special edition.
1 year only.
It is quite possibly a one of one.
Wow.
Meaning they only did this trim package in 1 year, and this is the only one I've ever seen with a late model truck engine in it. So, you know, for that alone, it's probably a one of one. Just kidding. But it is a 1 year only trim package. So they Nick, who we were talking to in the car the other day,
yep,
my mechanic-in-law, he's a big Chevelle guy. He's got was it a 71 or 72? I always forget. I think it's 71.
I think it's a 71.
He has 71 Chevelle he's had since he was 16. And so he got to looking out of curiosity, and this Nomad custom trim package is a 1 year only 68. They did 3 trim packages, the Nomad custom, and the Concourse for the Chevelle wagons. And then in 69, they dropped the Nomad custom, and they had just the Nomad and the Concourse. So that, I don't really know what it represents. I don't know what the Nomad custom is. I think there's some differences in the interior. I'm not sure that they all had this little vent window roller here, but this is pretty neat. That quarter glass functions on a roller. But yeah,
that's pretty
I'm gonna
cool.
I'm gonna tell people it's a one of one anyways.
There you go.
Why not? You know, who's gonna argue with me except everybody on the internet? But to do what we're planning on doing with it this summer, we're gonna have to do a little bit of work to a few components here. So the old master cylinder is gonna have to come out. The drum brakes all the way around are gonna have to disappear. So we have got connected with Holly, who has expressed some interest in sponsoring some stuff with us in the past, but they're on board on this one fully. So we're going to be getting a disc brake conversion all the way around from them, engine dress-up kit, accessory drive to add AC back to this car. It is a factory AC car. Did he tell us that the other day?
Yep.
He did tell us that because the condenser's in the back.
Yep.
So we're getting AC to put back in. They're going to set us up with a vintage air and classic instruments gauge panel, or gauge cluster. And then the engine, we're going to get rid of the carburetor, and this will be critical if we want to go up Pikes Peak to 16,000 feet or whatever that is.
Absolutely.
We're going to get a Sniper 2 EFI system for it. So upgrading the distributor and ignition system, EFI system, getting rid of the carb, engine dress-up kit, got a new aluminum intake that they're going to send to us. Cold Case Radiator, who has worked with us in the past, they got us the radiator on Caitlin's Power Stroke truck here. They're going to get us a replacement stock radiator, so we're going to upgrade the cooling system to a bigger 4-core aluminum radiator. And then QA1 has committed a handling kit, so we're going to have a full upper and lower control arms, sway bars, steering end links, all that stuff is going to get done up with QA1.
Wow.
So the suspension, brakes, and engine are going to be the big focus on this. We're going to leave everything looking kind of the way it does. And I think probably through Power Tour, we're not going to worry too much about the interior, but eventually one day it'd be nice to get the interior cleaned up.
But as far as body goes, you're going to leave the patina look. I mean, we're not going to...
Yeah, you know, I don't think the camera was rolling the other day when we came through the toll booth and outside of Charleston. That old gal, we come sliding up to the toll booth, and window comes down, and she pops her head out of the booth and looks down behind us like this and looks back at me, and she goes, "What are you going to do with that old thing?"
Yep.
I'm like, "Hi, I'm Bill Engvall. Here's your sign."
Here's your sign.
So, it's an old car. I'm going to drive the tires off of it.
There you go.
But then she went on to ask, "Are you going to paint it?" Right? And
right.
I said to her, I honestly did say this. I said, "It took 58 years to look that good. I'm not going to ruin it with a paint job."
That's right. It's got character.
That's the thing that people don't understand. The people that don't appreciate patina are the same people that want to. I think they're the same group of people that want to remove monuments and statues. They don't care about history. At least that's the argument I'm going to make.
Or they're the people that don't want to pay $15,000 for a paint job.
Well, that's what I mean. The people that want to keep the patina realize it's way too much money to be that nervous about driving something around that expensive.
That is true. That is true.
And the history and character, I think, is significant, because anything you look at, it's going to tell a story.
So there you went with us to get it. We got it back, and that's about all I got. Don't forget, guys, if you want to check this out, all the progress, doing everything on this, go on over to Crossthread Garage and Salvage. Check out Steve and Caitlin on their channel, and stay up to date on what they're doing with this thing. Anyhows, do everything that you're supposed to do. Like, share, subscribe. God bless. Have a great day.